career highs, Jason?
Career high for Meach, points, ties his career high
I
rebounds.
thought he had a whole bunch before. Yeah.
He had 17 against Georgia Southern earlier
Okay.
this year. Season low point total for Jacksonville. Previous was 58. Season high paint total against the D1 team for FGCU. Remains in sole possession of first. We'll start with coach and then open it up.
I thought it was a little bit of a slow-paced beginning, and obviously when you don't make shots like we didn't from the three-point line in the first half, it really sort of brought us to a little bit of a screeching halt. I thought we did a good job of sort of withstanding the run with them making 9 threes in the first half, and I thought in the second half, obviously, we got going a little bit, and you know, Meach was terrific, and I thought Brandon got us going. We thought really Kevin Mickle really, I thought, brought the energy that sort of got us, you know, sort of energized us, and it was defensive energy, and that's what we needed, and we got it. And you know, I thought after that we played a little better. We didn't shoot it. You know, you look at our stats, we were 2 for 17, 12 for 21, but when you look at defensive field goal percentage and rebounding margin, those things really helped us.
Really were able to crack it open to start the second half. I mean, with a really, really nice series of assists and just everything, just right off the bat in the second half.
Well, we did. I mean, I thought once again we got some stops, so we were able to get out and run too, which usually makes things a little bit easier. And you know, I thought, like I said, we made a shot or two. We got to the paint. We also offensive rebound, had 15 offensive rebounds, and that helped us too. We got some putbacks. And each had some putbacks. You know, Brandon got in the paint, made some plays, and Zach got in the paint, made some plays, and that really helped us.
What's going on with Meach and all these points? Is it looks to me like it's well, two things I think. His hands look like they're much better, and then Brandon's of course feeding him some nice alley-oops.
They've all been now. I think what's happened. We talked about this last year. We talked about playing off of each other. I mean, if Brandon goes to the rim, they've got to make a decision. Do I help? Do I don't help? You know, do I not help? And same thing with Zach and Christian. I think these guys have figured out that getting Meach the ball in some situations that helps them open their game up too. I think that's what they've done. I think the other thing is I thought the big guys did a little bit better job in the second half of screening. And they created some creases to let the guards downhill, and that helped us.
And Meach, you know, you've always said, yeah, points, not too worried about it, whatever, but it's got to be kind of fun when you're looking at 4 or 6 alley-oops every game and, you know, putting up numbers like this.
Yeah, it is. I mean, like I said from the beginning, I'm more of a defensive player, but I mean, getting 25 points tonight, that was, like you said, fun. And coming in the game, I didn't think I was going to get 25 points off of pretty much all the dunks. I mean, but thanks to my point guards, they looked for me and I finished for them.
And Brandon, I remember at first you were trying to do some alley-oops and you had a little bit of trouble with it. You got it down pat now. But how much better has he gotten at the alley-oop thing?
Way better. Almost like a Brett Coleman.
Do you kind of, exactly, do you kind of look at each other before this happens, or is it just instinctive and you just know he'll be there?
Well, I know, especially when I drive, either his man's going to step up or he's going to stay back. So when he step up, just throw it right up there. I mean, it's not a pass I don't think that he can catch, to be honest. So as long as you just put it over the rim for him, he'll get it. Most athletic big I haven't played with, so you just throw it up anywhere.
Joe, I guess the downers today are, hate to bring up downers after a big win, but you're still struggling from the three-point line.
Shot it well. You know, we've worked on shooting a lot, and I think these things are cyclical. Hopefully they are. You know, we shot the ball a little bit better, and from the free throw line we didn't shoot it very well, especially in the first half from the free throw line. We'll get back in the gym and take some shots tomorrow, and then you can't be reluctant when you miss a couple. You know, we turned down some shots when we were open that we can't do. You know, you got to forget the last shot and make the next one.
And the 18 turnovers, that's a bit high still.
Yeah, it's high. I mean, we turned over some you know, especially I think most of those. Well, what we have 12 in the first half or 10 in the first half, and you know, some sloppy passes. We had a couple at the end that weren't what we needed. And, I think that's something we got to make sure we keep under control. Because in the league play, I think we've been turning the ball over 10 times a game, which is about where we want to keep it.
Brandon, this was an important win for you guys today. Just go ahead and get this done, right?
Definitely. Every game is important for us. We got an important couple of games coming up. You know, we had North Florida, Jacksonville, and we have North Florida again. So just taking this a game at a time and, you know, making sure we focus on little things, defense, and, you know, focusing on the scouting report. So, yeah, every game is important for us.
Speaking of the next game, do you like the quick turnaround, Joe, where you're facing these opponents so close together, or do you not like it?
It really is what it is. So,
right,
yeah,
sure.
One good thing you don't have to do, just fresh the scouting reports, fresh in
Right.
guys' minds. But I mean, I don't know. That's just the way it is, and we'll get ready to practice tomorrow and prepare for North Florida again. I mean, it should be fresh on our guys' minds, which is probably beneficial.
And what do you want to see them do better against UNF this time around?
Well, one thing, we didn't rebound the ball very well. That was, there were some things that we had and some scouting report deals that we talked about that when we watched the tape that we saw that we can. Those are things that we need to do a little bit better, especially scouting report type things like tendencies.
Meet you ready to go to war in the paint with them boys on Monday night? Like he said, the rebounding needs to be a bit better. If you would expand on that just a little bit.
I mean, that game, the bigs and the rebound like they was capable of, and I feel like if our guards sit down, box them in on defense, we can grab way more rebounds than what we did out there.
And Brandon, what do you think about the matchup Monday night? That was a tough game out there.
Yeah, definitely. I think both teams played really hard, and I think our main focus is keeping guys in front and listening to coach and focusing on the scouting report. Like Coach said, offensive rebound. So it's a quick turnaround. We just played them, so everything should be fresh in our mind. And so now we got to crack down on little things that we messed up for the last game.
And Joe, while we have you, you turn around and play. You're at JU here in a week.
Next Saturday.
Yeah. Do you? They'll probably be a little saltier at home and
There's no
stuff.
doubt. I mean, and you know what? They just showed. I mean, they each second half they didn't shoot it as well, and obviously people played better at home. I mean, it'll be an entirely different deal at their place. I mean, it was obviously it was a 3-point game at the half, and they've done Tony's done a really good job with his team, and they play hard, they're competitive, and they'll be ready.
And Brandon, your thoughts on that as well, on Jacksonville at Jacksonville next Saturday?
Should be a good atmosphere. I never got to play there yet, so I don't know how it would really be, but Jacksonville is a great team, so just got to focus on, like I said, the little things and keep it moving, take each game a step at a time.
Brandon, can you go through that North Florida game with me, just kind of how it ended, just kind of how you were having to battle foul trouble throughout, hit the big shot, and then just the way that it ended with you and Davenport kind of at the end as well?
Well, I got 2 early fouls, and I had to sit the rest of the half, and I told Zach and CT I would be ready in the corner if they kicked it to me, because I knew once one of them drove that another man would collapse. So I was just ready to shoot, and it was nothing with Chris. We're friends from back home. We were just talking to each other, but somebody else was going to make a big deal out of it, but we was just conversing as friends, so it was nothing much.
Didn't look very friendly.
Yeah, well, it wasn't nothing bad.
Just the way that they lost, and maybe they feel like that you guys stole one, how ready do you have to be come Monday knowing that they're going to try to do the same to you?
Very ready. You got to be on our heels, and like I've been saying, we got to control the game and keep control of it instead of taking a step back and relaxing. We got to keep pushing the tempo. So it's going to be very important for us, especially defensively, because offense will come. We won't be in a slump, every game. So we're going to eventually make shots. So we just got to focus on defense.
Joe, the dunks are coming like crazy. I know you're not averse to that at all. And I believe you actually want them to throw it down when they have a chance to. What are your thoughts on the way these guys are, just really able to do that, especially again with Brandon and the alley hoops and stuff?
I think that's part. Obviously we talk about it when we get stops. It's a lot easier to run. I think when we run, it's beneficial for us. And the guys have done a better job, and let these guys get out and use their athleticism.
Is there a fine line sometimes on, I know you got a little upset with Ray John today when he tried to, slam on a follow from damn near the free throw line. But do you talk, I know you weren't particularly giddy about that.
Those are plays we talk about, make winning plays. And when you have no chance, just rebound the ball. And if you have a chance, that ball, he would need to be on a trampoline to score that one, and there was no trampoline out there. So just go ahead and rebound the ball and put it in and make easy plays. I mean, the other thing, I'd rather throw it. If we're going to throw an alley-oop, they throw it out of bounds. At least we can get our defense set.
Right.
So I think we make winning plays and make plays it was a great effort. Go ahead and reward yourself for making a great effort, and don't throw the ball off the backboard. Now we got to run back in transition, just rebound it, and that'll come with experience.
But they do energize the team, and obviously the home crowd and stuff, right? And so it is kind of a big deal.
No, I mean, it's good. It's fun. I mean, I thought Kevin's was trying. I thought Meach had a couple of really good ones. I thought Kevin's was terrific. The way you called that one, it energizes the crowd, or energizes our guys.
And Brandon, I'm sure you love throwing the alley-oops and stuff, but for that reason, it's just energy all across the board.
Definitely, and it gets our bigs more involved, getting more comfortable with me. It's my first year actually playing with them on the court, and so still trying to find my niche really when I get in the lane, and balance going up myself and throwing it to him. So just getting comfortable. Like I say, you can catch from anywhere, so that makes it a lot easier for me to throw it.
You've had enough highlight pictures and dunks this season to last most people's career. How fun is it for you to be jamming like this? And I mean, you're getting into it, man. You're not just dunking. You're knee swinging, and you're into it, man.
Honestly, it's really fun. I mean, like you said, I don't know how many dunks on a year, and most people don't get that in their career. And just to have, guards throwing it up, or just throwing it down to me and I dunk it, I don't know, it just feels good.
Joe, how encouraged are you for your field goal percentage? I mean, take away the threes and you shoot over 69% from two. I mean, how do you feel about that?
Well, one thing we're not making shots. You have to find different ways. I thought the guys were not stubborn. They were smart when we weren't making shots to try to get a little bit closer and get the ball to the rim. And obviously, we'd like to shoot the ball better from three, and had some open looks that we didn't take and some we didn't make. But I do think that that during the course of the year we had shot the ball very well from three previous to the last couple of weeks. So we need to get back and get a little bit more balance in our offense. Now, with that being said, just to shoot threes probably isn't real smart either. We took what we had, and guys were aggressive and drove it downhill and got the ball to the rim. And I think 14 second chance points is also good too. It's a good effort on the backboard when you have 15 offensive rebounds.
You guys are one last second shot away from being undefeated in league play. How would you say your progression is in ASUN play?
The biggest thing for us is to tighten up our defense and our three-point defense, and then obviously we talked about, we'd like to shoot the ball a little bit better from three. We've seen a lot of different types of defenses, and I think the guys are getting a little bit more familiar, so we'll just keep adjusting.
Anything else?
Good stuff.
Thanks, guys.
50 rebounds is a season high, by the way, as well.
Oh, okay.